Hi, lovely people. This is season 3, episode 2 of the Edge Cases podcast with me, Frankie, call me Frankie, and
I'm Derrick. Some of the people
add
know
some life to the thing.
I'm Derrick, life.
So we are very thankful for you joining us on this episode today. We have a lot of goodies. Not a lot, but we have a lot of valuable things we are about to share with you. So I do hope you stay to the very end. And if you haven't followed us, please do leave your comments. Say hi. We respond.
Hi.
Let's get right into it. So when we design, right, and we get it live, like it's being used by our end users, we hear stuff like conversion rate, retention, engagement. How do we measure that as designers? Like, we are designers, we design, but some way, somehow, these metrics affect the way we design. They affect the decisions that we take in our design. So how do we have to think about them as impact, as metrics that we are working with in our design decisions?
Well, for one, they are very important. Because you want to know how your work is impacting whoever you are designing that work for.
Yeah.
Right. And then of course you're a freelancer, and then you touch
I have
and then you go
thing
away.
about that thing. We can come to it later.
It's important for you to know how your work is faring out there. Right. So how I look at it is, the first design you do based on assumptions.
Yeah.
But then the subsequent ones you do based on data.
Okay.
Right. And that data will be their conversion and their retention,
And
the screens.
engagement and all those things.
So your first few ones, you don't have a lot of data.
So let's take it, these three things. Let's take them one by one. Conversion rate. What is that?
The rate at which you
convert.
So you can look at it as, say, number of people that you can look at the whole funnel. Number of
what
people
is the funnel?
What you pour into a gallon.
Okay.
So you can look at the funnel. So the funnel is like, think of a flow.
Okay.
Right. You have the landing page, you have the sign up, you have wherever they input their details, and you have the product, and you have the usage of the product.
Okay.
So just look at this is like a very
high level
explanation. So that think of it as a funnel. Number of people land on your landing page will be like thousands. That's why the top of the funnel is huge.
Yeah.
Right. So thousands. Some of people who get to this, who click sign up, will be fewer than the number of people who are on your landing page. Because some people go to your landing page and never click anything and they leave. Right. After sign up, number of people who actually use the product will be fewer. Because some people go to sign up and then they realize, hey, my Google is not logged in here. Oh, I forgot my password. Oh, this. So number of people who actually sign up will be lower. So as you go further, the number becomes little, and then when you plot it, you see the funnel. That's why I said funnel, right? So if you look at the number of people who start their journey, and the number of people who end the journey actually using the product, you can determine the percentage of the total number, and that's you can loosely say it's your conversion rate. Yeah.
Who do we chase for something like that? Because it's not something you wake up and it's glaring at you, right?
Yeah.
Who do you chase for these numbers where you work, or with the products
where
that you
work?
Where you work, where you've worked?
I chase myself.
Okay, tell us how do you do that?
It depends on the team. Every team has their own. Every team has their own process.
Okay.
So I've been in teams where there was no data. We rely on somebody's
Takashi and vibes.
And in my previous team, we had a data engineer.
Okay.
Who we go to. We make data requests. We get a dashboard. So we make the request, they create a dashboard, and they send us the link.
Okay.
And then sometimes you can also go into the data, go to Mixpanel Metabase, and dig for your own data. Right now, we have data guys, but then the data guys have done so much work to make the data available to us. Okay. So all I need to do is log into Metabase,
and then
Hotjar, and then do my own stuff.
Okay.
Right. So if you know your way around the data, it's very easy. You don't need to chase anyone. So if you are looking for some data on conversion or some time to value or whatever, you can just go and search that, look at that data yourself in Metabase and write some SQL, and you get your data.
Okay, so now we know conversion rate. We know how we can get some of these metrics we're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's go on to retention. What is retention rate?
So how
Don't do that. Don't do what I think I'm about to do. What is retention rate?
So just think about how much you are able to keep your users. So somebody uses the app on Monday, they came back Tuesday, they didn't come back for 2 weeks, and they came back Wednesday, Thursday, and they didn't come back for 1 month. That's not as good, depending on the product.
Yeah.
Depending on the product. But if it's a product that's, let's say Duolingo, and then you go every day, you go tomorrow, you go the next day.
Like the way I'll go today.
Yes, right. So you have 10,000 whatever streak.
Oh, I do have about 1,000 something.
But can you speak the language though?
See.
You saw.
I'm going to say that thing in Spanish for you.
So, how much they're able to keep you glued to the products, right? Every product is different.
I was just about to say, does it apply to every product?
Every product is different. So, a product like a B2B dashboard for an accountant who does monthly account, whatever audits, that person will not be coming to the product every day. So the retention for that person will be every week,
month.
Every month, right? Yeah. Right. So you look at your product and see how you calculate your retention.
So it's not a blanket thing for like, because maybe company A, company A's conversion rate is calculated based on so and so means then I can apply it same.
Good. That's why it's a percentage.
Okay.
So that when I use a percentage, and even my product is one that people use every month, I can also talk with you, because if yours is even every day, you can also convert yours into percentage.
Okay.
And then we can compare.
Okay.
Right. That's why it's spoken about in percentage and not necessarily
numbers.
User /month or this /week. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's retention. Now engagement. How do you track engagement?
Engagement? Yeah. It's tricky though. Well, at least for me, because your users can be on the platform, but are they using the product? Yeah. Are they using the product? So engagement would not be one metric for me. Engagement will be multiple metrics put together. Okay. So they open the app, right?
That's engagement.
They bought something. They bought credit. They changed setting. They went to setting and changed setting.
Like I think people really overlook the purpose of that page.
Yeah, right. But they go to them, they change setting, or they change their profile picture. It's all engagement. So it depends on what you are looking for. That's why I would look at engagement as multiple metrics put together to define that. Because I can't just track people opening the app to see engagement. That's why when companies come to tell us they have 100,000 users or 20,000.
Well, that's a very vague.
I look at it as
it's a very
are you telling me the truth? Because I can lie about my product.
Oh yeah.
I can. So are you telling me the truth?
So are you saying these metrics outsiders can't really validate? It's just you're just like putting your own.
It's just for hype.
So then.
Well, some of them are for hype at least.
So how do I ask this question? Is there a way to tell the truth about?
Of course.
Or am I asking the right question? But I hope you get where I'm trying to take this.
People lie about it, yes. But is there a way to know the person's telling the truth?
Yeah. I mean, there's no way. Well,
yeah, you don't have access
to Notion says they have maybe 1 billion customers.
Yes.
There's no way we're going to know that.
And the product is big enough that it might be true.
Well, so if your product is small and you are saying, well, relatively small, and you are saying you have maybe 3,000. So if I say Cleve has over 1,000 users, do you think I'm lying?
Well, that data is, I don't know.
Okay.
It depends on what you are calling users.
Signed up, as in
Good.
Signed up.
Let me give an example. There's a digital bank, or some of the digital banks in Ghana. What they do is they partner with Achieve, other payment processors. So that if you sign up to those products, they create an account.
Okay.
Right. So it's not an active account. It's an account that you can make money, you can deposit money into, and then it credits whatever product.
Yeah.
They can also count that account as a user. And they are not wrong, but they are also not right. Because it's not an active account. It's more of a wallet.
A borrowed account.
Good. So now that company can tell you that I have 500,000 users. True, but also not true.
And we can't validate that.
Good. That's why they will not come and say active users.
So just
yes.
Derrick is watching you all.
I mean,
watching.
when you are close to the data, so someone said something that I was. Is that data? Yeah, I think data is like a bikini. What it shows you is suggestive, but then the real thing is hidden.
Explain for me.
You can look at the data and then come up with a whole lot of conclusions.
That one,
it suggests a lot of things to you. If you open your app and say that you have 99% retention, you'll be happy. But then when you go to the app, are they buying things? Are they sending money? Or the users just go there, open the app, and then close it? Right. So 80% or 90% retention is good. But then what are they doing during that retention period? So the real thing.
So it means you don't have to take numbers at surface level.
Exactly. That's why I mentioned that engagement is tricky. You can't just determine engagement with one metric. You determine engagement in multiple metrics. So, okay, Franklina opened the app and closed the app 20 times today. What was she doing? Was it a misclick? Right. Was she just checking the price of an item? People do that with Gigi a lot. People will pay Gigi just to check the price.
Me too. That's why I don't call or anything.
Good. So the Gigi product manager will see it. Oh, okay. The users are opening the app on average 50 times a day. Good. But how does that reflect in the other thing? Are the users being engaged? Yes. Are they engaging the way you want them to engage? No. But that data suggests something. But then the real thing is hidden.
So let's drill a bit deeper into the GG example you gave. The users are not using the product the way the product manager wants them to.
Yeah.
So whose work is it now to? Because now it's a metric, right? It's a metric problem. Maybe your engagement rate as to when somebody opens the detail page, do they go to the contact section? Because I think that's like one of the main call to actions there, right? So in that case, who goes to find that data that there's a problem here? Who makes the call that this is a conversion problem? Who makes, or an engagement problem? Who makes the call that we have to pay attention to it in this sense?
Yeah. It's tricky. See, if your users don't have money to buy something, no matter what UX you do, they won't have the money. Right? It's a basic problem, right? You can design the most intuitive e-commerce app known to man.
I don't have money.
If your users don't have money, they will just open it, salivate, and then close the app. And then it will count
like
as...
they might open Shane and then close the app.
Good. Right. So
okay.
So you should always, especially with things that have to do with finance, if they are like habit forming apps, fine. With those ones, you can insist on
like the way Duolingo hound you with notifications.
Right. If you had to pay to learn a word every day on Duolingo, do you think they'll hound you?
I pay
every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
If like I pay every
for your streak, let's say for your streak, if you have to pay maybe $1 for every streak, Duolingo, any day you miss it, Duolingo might just assume that, and they will need to Right. So for things that are like that, it's difficult to let the users create a habit because Onisika. But then that's the point where you have to define what your team terms as success.
Who gets to define those things?
The team. Everybody is a part, not just the product manager, the team. So all of you have to sit down, look at the level at which your user is. Because some products, they grow faster than the user.
Yeah.
So some of them keep adding feature. But the user is here. The user's pocket money is 20 cedis. And you are here. The user needs 100 cedis to get where you are.
You're designing for the 100 cedi
You are designing for the 100 cedi user. But you have only 200 cedis users. But all your users are in 20 cedis. And you bypass them, you expect them to, especially in Africa.
I think we can have like part 2, part 3, part 4 of this conversation.
Yes, me is on my heart. Because some people will just say that, data-driven design.
Yeah,
But
but
then the only thing you're looking at is drop-off, retention, daily active users. And it doesn't, daily active users drop-off, it doesn't really say a lot. It just gives you, at some point, it becomes vanity metric. Because it just makes you feel good that the users are, you are getting a low drop-off in the rest. Maybe your icons are big, or maybe your app opens, or maybe there's a bug that crashes your app. Maybe that's what causes your drop-off. And you don't know. Right. So at some point, those metrics are just ego massaging.
So should we focus on them?
Yes.
But to what extent, as designers, like, do we need to be chasing it? Okay, our convention is, so I think we should do it like this. And then, like, do we have to? How far do we have to take it?
Don't let the data lead you into
temptation.
Don't let the data lead into temptation. So the fact that you wake up today, you saw that drop off has gone to 30%. Yesterday it was 70. Drop off has gone to yesterday it was 30 and today it's 70. Doesn't mean you should just quickly start thinking about
design experience.
No.
We have to change the design.
Yeah, sometimes you have to study the data over time to know, to
get patterns, to identify.
Sometimes you have to know. You have to wait a bit. Some people will see one metric and then immediately get into panic mode. No. Because sometimes it's just bad. It's just timing. Like 2 days ago, AWS was down.
Yeah.
And almost half of the internet. AWS runs 30% of the internet. Yeah. Right. So they were down. A lot of products will record a lot of bad metrics on that day. Now, as a designer, let's assume by some miracle you've not heard of AWS going down. You now think it is your product that's
you're going to change the onboarding flow.
You're going to change onboarding flow. Right. So sometimes you just need to sit with the data, analyze it over time, and that's why you need to go to the data consistently. Some people go to the data when
things are bad.
You have to go. So me, I have subscriptions. So Metabase, Mixpanel, Hotjar, some of them allow you to do subscriptions. So you select the metrics you want, and every day they send it to your email.
Okay.
So that you see them at least just know, let it be at the back of your mind. Oh, this thing is coming down.
This thing is going down. I have to keep an eye on this.
Exactly.
So I have an opinion. If you can't measure your design's impact, you're just decorating.
I don't think I fully agree.
Okay, explain.
Some of the things it's difficult to measure impact.
Do you think you can give an example off the top of your head?
Yes. So, how would you, let's say you're the product designer of Gigi. We started with the Gigi example.
Yeah.
How would you know your product is reducing scam occurrences in the country? Like, how would you know? Because they've built so many scam-proof features.
I know they do a lot of the copy.
Good. How do you know if it's working? Because if somebody scams you and then you pay via Momo, you call MTN.
Yeah.
You don't call Gigi. Gigi is not an escrow or anything.
Yeah.
You call MTN. Right. Even if you call Gigi cannot do anything. So you know to call MTN.
Yeah.
Now, as a product designer of Gigi, how would you know the copy you are doing is stopping that fraud from happening? What dashboard? What mixed panel? What metric are you going to? What number are you going to look at?
Quantifiable number.
Unless, of course, you go around asking the users with pop-ups, have you scammed today? Yes, no.
Have you scammed today?
Have you scammed today? Yes, no. And click no. Tomorrow, yes, no. And click no. Like, how? Maybe there's a way people do it, but from where I sit right now, that particular metric, because I know they are doing a lot of work to prevent scam. You see it in their copy, right? So you see their copy, you see it in their when you're trying to message somebody, you see don't send money. Like they do a lot. They do price history to make you see the fluctuation in the prices. So now still people get scam. So how would you know how to track that particular metric?
So they are not decorating in that sense.
They are not. They are trying their best. Just that the scammers are also trying their best.
True.
Right.
True.
So there's something that you just have to That's why talking to the users is also right. But then at some point, you just have to.
But I think as a designer, you should follow your numbers.
Yes.
I'm not saying it should dictate every single,
Yeah,
but
I'll
at
say
least
the numbers shouldn't lead you.
You should just
drag
have a
it
good
along.
sense of, even if not conversion rate and those things, at least you should know if your feature is being adopted.
True.
And if not, why. That one stuff is not even a design thing. First, you need to ask why. You design a payment, a checkout flow, and people are not paying. Not because the UX is bad, you are just going to design your checkout.
Yeah, only you. The day they shipped your feature, revenue dropped that day.
So it's because of you. But yeah, like you when you track it for some time, like you said, you have to give it some time. You know.
Yes.
Maybe today the whole Ghana wasn't paid, so nobody bought anything.
There was a day controller and accountant general delayed salary. They were supposed to pay it on Saturday, and I think they paid it on Friday. They were supposed to pay it Friday.
And they paid
it on Monday. Come and see Twitter.
So, like in that case, you really have to do your due diligence. Just know your numbers and study the trend for a while. The trend is, I think, also where you can get insights to work with.
Yes.
I would just look at 1 day, 2 days, even a month doesn't say anything.
True.
Unless the thing you're tracking is used very regularly.
Yeah.
But if it's used like maybe an average user uses it once a day.
You should still be able to track. As a designer, you are using patterns every day, but you can't look at data patterns.
Because we don't have time, please. Anyways.
Okay, so products for life for today, we are talking about code and cocktails. So if by some miracle or by some wonder you've been under a rock, you've not heard about code and cocktails, it's basically an end of year party for Ghanaian techies. Very soon, outside Ghana. But right now, it's for Ghanaian techies. Where if you've not had the chance to go out and chill and drink
and
cocktail,
connect.
And then connect. We are not coming to code there. Maybe we'll code in our head. But then it's a place where you can connect with other techies. It's not even limited to only tech, because there are people who are not within the tech ecosystem.
But still show up, yeah.
So if you want a place to connect, place to network with other people, you can come and talk about your ideas, come and drink good Hausa cocoa, and then it's...
You scare people away with Hausa cocoa.
Are you saying Hausa cocoa is scary? So it's happening at the end of next month. We'll put the details in the description. So yeah, see you there. We'll be there. So we'll come and do episode. We should even do a live episode.
No, I don't think so. Like, see, we're coming to teach people, talk about work-related stuff, and someone's coming to drink beer.
I'll talk to
Anyways, we'll catch you there.
Thank you guys for joining us on this episode. I've enjoyed everything we talked about, and I know you know that you have enjoyed it. So we'll catch you next episode. Bye.